language. Okay. Hey, we're back. I'm Philip.
And this is Peter. We're the
Hello.
brothers Craig.
And just to give you a little information real quick before we start our video, we have this unmirrored. Just because it's simpler for us, and if it wasn't unmirrored, we'd keep leaning this way instead of this way to scoot us back inside the picture. And it's really hard because we'd keep scooting this way and we'd keep scooting further out of the... It's just a little complicated than that. Therefore, it would just be too hard for us to make a video and mirror. So just to let you know, that is really directly behind me. And then, so you're seeing a mirror image of our den.
Well,
And for the rest of our videos, we're going to do them mirrored, except for the ones that are like overviews of the den or doing other things. And then we'll stick it on like unmirrored or something.
Okay.
But until then, we'll have them unmirrored. Okay, so that's way too long of an intro. But the topic of our video this morning is
how to learn another language from your animated DVD.
right. Well, I've heard stories of people from other countries, specifically from like Western Europe. I mean, essentially from your Europe and from your Southeast Asia. You learn other languages from TV shows.
Well, yeah, because...
Or, let me finish, from TV shows or DVDs or something, and they somehow learn the language. I mean, I've heard people learning, like, kung fu techniques, learning all sorts of other, like, physical activity from watching people do it on video or DVD. But I don't know if people have done it with anime yet.
Well, often anime is often used right in Japan, because it's supposed to be either a pun word or a shortened word for animation.
Right, and then it's a short word, and it's specifically used for, and anime, the shortened word of animation, is specifically used for the Japanese version. I mean, you have anime from France, you have anime from
Italy.
From Italy, you have it from England, you have it from here in the United States, but we don't call it anime, we call it cartoons.
Or just animation.
Or animation, and that. Yeah, exactly, and oh, I know what we can do for next video. I'll tell you after this one. Okay, what we're gonna do, excuse me, and then this is probably, get back in the video.
Sorry.
This is probably one of the more complicated ways to learn a foreign language, because you don't have any pronunciation guides. You have what they have, and then you have your subtitle. And you better hope that they have subtitles in I can't even pronounce it right now. No, for Romanji.
Romanji.
I think
Here's the animation.
it's essentially
Gaji.
it's the romanization of the language, and that back in the 1600s you had 1300 to 1600s and that, in like Japan and China and Korea and Southeast Asia and all that, you had Jesuit priests come in and try and make phonetic sounds out of their writing. So you turned it from characters to more of an English-based character system, and that's what the Romaji is. At least I believe it's pronounced Romaji.
We're looking up, supposed to be something called Kaji.
Whoops.
Well, because the I felt
There we go. Haha. Kanji English.
it felt I also did.
Kanji is Chinese characters, Japanese lithographic.
Oh, Philip, I do remember.
Go and talk about it while I look this up.
Oh, well, awfully characters. Well, some of us may not never get actually.
Don't be reasonable.
Well, I do recall people speaking Japanese when I was looking up on YouTube, of course, of the Japanese, of the original version of Power Rangers Operation Overdrive. In the episode, the Prometheus Stone. Of course, well, they actually had subtitles.
Don't be raising your voice like nobody's
Well,
listening.
they had subtitles, and one of them wondered how the rock got there, and he said that his name consists of 3 kanji. And he said, oops, I shouldn't have said that. But later it's revealed. Can't spoil the ending if you're looking on YouTube.
Okay, I found it on the internet, and it's the romanization in Japanese is the use of the Latin alphabet to write the Japanese language on that. So it's it's Romaji. It's not Romanji, and that because it's transliterated. So it's kind of like you listen to it and you kind of write it down in your own language. And that so. And Romaji is kind of like like if you want to read something in English or in Spanish or in French or any of like the Western languages, and that it uses the same lettering system essentially, and it's a difficult way to learn it because you don't really have pronunciation guides other than your own hearing, and that therefore if you have someone from the north of Japan pronouncing one word, it may sound different than someone from the south of Japan or someone from the urban versus someone from the rural, and that can be difficult to learn based upon that. I mean, I'm certain you can pick up a few words, and I'm certain a few words that you've picked up beforehand you can recognize in there, but I mean it is so few and far between, and that I mean it's trying to have someone think of someone else trying to learn
another language.
No. Think of someone trying to learn English that doesn't know English. And then how do you learn it? If you read the subtitles, you can't really learn our language. You can learn words in our language and you can learn phrases, but you don't know how to speak it. And that, like, have a conversation. Like, you don't know conversational English. And so if you learn another language, and it's hard to learn conversational Japanese this way, but you can learn some Japanese. So if you recognize what someone is saying, you can at least try and figure out what they're trying to say, and you can hopefully try and make them realize what you're trying to say, and that's so. Let's end this video with an open-ended question, and that to the people out on YouTube.
Oh, here's a question.
Wait, no, let me ask you.
Okay.
How many people have tried to learn, not have learned, but have tried to learn a foreign language from watching something in another language, like trying to learn Japanese from watching anime or from watching a show out there, or trying to learn Chinese, or trying to learn Spanish from watching all the Spanish soap operas, or learn English. For those of you, and that English is not your first language, and that did you try and learn any English through like the TV or through movies or through commercials, or anything like that, or were you just taught at home or at school? And that so let's leave it like that, and let's put that question up to where people can actually see it.
Well,
and that's so no, let's bid them goodbye and end this video. See ya.